feeling I'd find you here.
Yeah, I came by to check on her, make sure she was doing all right.
And?
And she's still asleep, but the nurses said she had a really rough night.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, she seemed to be doing so much better.
Or maybe she was just pretending and it just got too hard to keep up the charade.
Or maybe something made her slip.
Well, we may never know what that was. But the point is, she did slip. You need to face facts, Paul.
Really, what are the facts, Sam?
Meg needs to go back to Deerbrook.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. But do you or do you not know what's going on with Meg?
Yes, I think I do. Here's her toxicology report, and the results may surprise you.
So what's wrong with Meg?
There are high-level traces of methadone in her bloodstream.
Methadone? Why would she be taking methadone?
Whoa, would that explain sudden mood swings, anxiety?
At these levels, definitely.
But isn't methadone something you take so that you can get off of other drugs?
It can be, but addicts can abuse it as well.
But Meg's not an addict. There has to be some other kind of explanation. This doesn't make any sense.
Yes, of course it does. It would explain her erratic behavior. The tox screen doesn't lie. Meg has been on drugs this whole time, Paul. How dare you put Eliza's life at risk like that? What the hell were you thinking?
What are you talking about?
We know about the methadone, Meg. The tox report came back in.
Paul, what is going on?
There were trace levels of methadone in your blood.
What? That's not possible.
Oh, don't try to lie. You're
I am not lying, Paul. You know me. I would never take any drugs.
It's in your bloodstream, Meg. It's in your bloodstream. It doesn't magically appear on the tox screen.
Well, the tox screen is wrong.
Of course you're going to deny it.
Okay, you know what, Em? Do you think I could talk to Meg for a second by myself?
Fine.
Please?
Fine. Why am I not surprised?
Everything all right?
Far from it. Meg has been doped up on methadone this whole time. That's why she's been acting so off the wall.
And how do you know that?
The toxicology report came in. And here you've been painting me as the bad influence on Eliza.
What does Paul have to say?
Well, naturally, he wants to give her the benefit of the doubt, so he asked the doctors to run a second test.
But you don't think that's necessary?
Necessary? It's a complete waste of time, Barbara. It's obvious what's going on. The woman, she's under pressure. She was out of Deerbrook too soon. She's self-medicating.
Well, that theory certainly benefits you, doesn't it?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Oh, don't play naive with me, Emily. You know exactly what I mean. Don't you find it incredibly odd that Meg has just started using drugs? Especially when she's so close to getting her life back together?
Well, the actions of mentally disturbed people really rarely make sense.
That's not an answer. Eliza was in the room when Meg had that episode. It was terrifying. Why would she do that in front of her daughter?
Because she didn't know what she was doing. The episode was drug-induced.
Oh,
remember?
come on, Emily. It's methadone. Meg is a nurse. She would not risk her health like that.
Well, maybe. But she's weak.
She cares too much about her daughter to put her through that. It was harrowing. I don't buy it.
Okay, well, I suppose you have a more plausible explanation?
As a matter of fact, I do. What if someone else was drugging her? Someone else was a vested interest in making her look bad.
Are you speculating or are you making an accusation?
What do you think?
I think you're way out of line.
Am I?
Emma,
Hi, Paul.
what am I interrupting?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I was here just a little while ago, and she told me that some methadone was taken from this hospital a couple of days ago. So Meg was here the very same day the methadone was taken, at around the same time. Now, you're going to tell me that's a coincidence?
It could be.
What is it going to take for you to open your eyes? She's more unbalanced than any of us ever thought.
I don't think that we should jump to any conclusions.
Why not, Paul? You always do with me. Why is it you're always so willing to think the worst of everyone but Meg?
Okay, that's not true.
No, it's not true?
No.
It's not true. Then for once in your life, prove it. Take your wife's side.
I just don't think that Meg would take drugs. She's not that kind of a person. She's a nurse. She's a
Well, people
mother.
can surprise you. They change. Life messes them up and they do things that you wouldn't expect them to do.
Even
And you
under
of all
all of
people
this
should
pressure,
understand that
I don't think that
true.
she would go that far.
Because you won't allow yourself to believe it.
You said that Meg was here the day the methadone was stolen?
Yes, Allison told me.
You didn't see her yourself?
Now, how could she have seen her?
Because according to Meg, your wife was here that day as well.
Is that true?
Yes, I ran into Meg that day. I was here with Eliza. Remember your daughter had a checkup? Did Meg happen to tell you that too? Because I know where your mother's going with this, and
Really?
she's
Where's
dead
she
wrong.
going with this?
Well, it seems that since you're having so much trouble believing Meg on this, you should listen to this one.
Don't you just back off, Barbara.
You know what? It makes as much, if not more sense, that maybe someone else is drugging Meg. Someone who wants to make her look bad.
Yeah, I suppose it's possible.
What? You cannot honestly believe that I would drug her. Do you?
Telling me you didn't?
I cannot believe you were asking me that question.
Just tell me the truth, Emily. Did you drug Meg?